So what does this mean for our future? We have E.B. Tucker. He's the author of Why Gold, Why Now, and he is back with me on Standby Investor.com. E.B., good to see you again. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, the race is heating up here. I wanted to go over a stat with you that in 2020, about 60% of the world's 65 central banks surveyed said they are running experiments on CBDC, central bank digital currencies. That's up 20% from 2019. Now, what they are saying will be the positives from this is, it promotes financial inclusion, payment system stability, easier cross-border payments. But of course, the main concerns that come to mind here, EB, are security and surveillance. How do you see the implications of this race?
Well, wise people know that most of what you read in the news is nonsense, and it's also spin, and it's designed to create a narrative and to keep the public distracted. So I wrote a book about this exact subject. I mean, chapter 17 of my book, Why Gold, Why Now, which, by the way, the book's not really about gold. It's about wealth and how to navigate when things are changing rapidly, which is what's happening now. But the U.S. is already far down the line with respect to the digital currency. Now, digital currency means one thing: total control of every currency unit. So you're able to know where every single dollar is at all times, 24/7. You can restrict people's ability to spend. Nobody can evade income taxes because all the dollars are registered on a blockchain. There's no such thing as counterfeiting because it's impossible to counterfeit the digital dollar. So you can see how if you were a totalitarian dictator, you would be crazy about this idea. Someone would pitch this to you and would say, this is what I've always dreamed of. This is perfect. So, of course, this is what we're going to see. The table's already been set. Don't believe the news where it's like the bank's thinking about it. I mean, come on. They're more than thinking about it.
Right. So, okay, you said that U.S. is last on the list, and that is true. Jerome Powell, before this announcement, had said, look, it's not important for the U.S. to be the first. They want to do it right. Now, all of a sudden, they've said that they're going to start really looking at it this summer.
Yeah.
Are they
already
feeling
done.
Yeah.
It's already done. No. What I'm saying to you is that's what you're reading in the paper.
It's too late.
Which is a highly organized way of disseminating narrative. And so by the time you're reading something in the paper, it's already done. So these guys have been on this for a long time. It's very smart of them. The purpose of having control of money, I mean, think about what they do with Iran, okay? So Iran is a boogeyman. Okay, we're going to block you off from using the world's, dollar payment system to punish you. We use the dollar as a weapon. So we use it as a weapon, and then we try to use it as a carrot and a stick in our own country. So now we're going to give money to people that don't work so that they'll spend the money. Okay, so this is harder when you have to mail people checks, so you don't know what they do with the cash. So you want to control what they do with this money. So digital currency allows them to do it. The last page of chapter 17 of my book has a quote. Now, we redacted the guy's name that gave me the quote because he's a member of a government body, not the U.S., but doesn't want to be revealed in the book. And he says, listen, this is what we've always dreamed of. This is it. We've always had a problem with cash and with gold and with all these things that are off the grid, because we don't know where the money is and we don't know what's happening. This is everything where you can't evade taxes anymore. You can't counterfeit. And we know where every piece of currency is that exists. It's perfect.
Okay, so what does this mean for assets, like the cryptocurrencies, like gold, like silver? Does it only make the case stronger for them, or will this be a major hurdle now in the way of these assets because perhaps these countries don't want, competition?
Okay, so you got to unpack these things separately. So Bitcoin's value and the value of the blockchain that is the plumbing behind Bitcoin are totally separate. You trade the coin, but the actual infrastructure is super valuable, revolutionary, and it's eventually how we'll transact everything from buying a home and transferring property rights to buying a soda at the store, if you're allowed to, by the way. If you're heavy set, then they'll say no more soda for you, and your FedCoin wallet won't work if you try to buy soda. Okay, but the point is that what does this mean for these assets? Well, Bitcoin is the original, it's the OG cryptocurrency. Okay, I mean there's value there. Ethereum has application value that allows it to back smart contracts. All of these things are very real, okay? And this is very serious stuff. But the problem is that people have lost sight of what they're doing. So they're trading clamshells, and there's 10,000 plus of these coins out there, all right? My friend who's on the board of Patala with me said there's 5 guys in his neighborhood with new coins, like the startup coins, and they pitched him on all these coins, and this one's going to do this, and this one you're going to buy pancakes with this one, pancake coin. I mean, there's so many coins, right? And it sounds like a joke, but these coins have hundreds of millions of dollars of investment because people are just throwing money at these coins, and they say, this is going to be how you're going to pay for sushi in the future, and I want to be in on it soon to speculate on this. But it's not the case. Okay, what's going to happen is that when you see FedCoin come into reality, right? This is a closed loop blockchain. You can't speculate on FedCoin. You can't speculate. The currency is controlled by the nation state, and people need to see that many of these coins are going to go by the wayside. Bitcoin's always going to be an asset, but you've got to realize to sell Bitcoin, you have to cross over a network. And if you don't think that network's monitored and controlled, then you're just crazy. So there's a place in your portfolio, if you're wealthy, for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum. And there's a place for gold, and these are not the same things. They're not the same things. It's not digital gold, and gold is not physical Bitcoin. Gold is analog wealth. Now, people say, why would you want analog wealth? Well, in the future, you'll see the value of analog wealth. Some analog wealth, not all. Just like you don't have all your money in Bitcoin, you don't have all your money in gold, you don't have all your money in stocks. There's a place for these assets. They're very different.
But see, so my question is, EB, will this build a more bullish case for gold and Bitcoin, the launch of the central bank digital currencies? Because, I want my privacy. I don't want everything surveyed. And does that build the case for these assets?
If you think Bitcoin is private, then you're dreaming. Are you believing too much of what you read on Reddit or something? It's not private. It's anything someone said to me a long time ago, anything that's on the computer is not private. Okay, well, it takes everyone a long time to figure that out. Usually a breakup helps. But the point is that it's not private. Okay, so it's a good asset, though. It's not that it's not an asset that's got validity, right, in these times, but it's not private. And so people are going to start saying, well, I want some of my wealth to be private. Well, analog wealth in the form of gold is the most private thing you can possibly own. You don't even need a lot of it. I mean, honestly, in the book, I have a chapter about how much gold to own. It's a lot less than you think. It has a place in there, but it's not the primary asset. Now, when the light bulb starts coming on, I mean, I can see in you, the light bulb's coming on that maybe Polkadot coin, is not the right place for my wealth. And I know it sounds insane, but I hear this from people all the time. They send me emails. What do you think about EOS coin? I don't know. What do you think about it? It's incredible because most of these coins have been sucked into this speculative rally. Right. It's bigger than the .com rally. But it's bigger than the 2000s rally, and it's ultimately gotten out of control. And what's happening is people are making money out of proportion to their ability. And this is what you see before there's an adjustment. There's a big adjustment coming.
Well, everyone wants the next Dogecoin, right? Maybe if I, put my money in this coin that's, a 0.0000 of a penny, I'll be able to pay off my mortgage. Next time Elon Musk might talk about it. So
choose wisely.
Those coins, right?
Choose wisely because there's over 10,000 of them, and you don't want to pick the wrong one.
So do you think that we'll see greater regulation, or it'll become more difficult to create these coins since everyone and their brother is making them now?
Sure, that's certainly coming. I mean, this reminds me of 1999. I remember eating in a restaurant in North Carolina, and the guy was waiting on my table, a 5-letter stock symbol. And I said, what is this? He goes, this is a hot tip. You got to get on this right away. What does the company do? I don't know, something on the internet. And so this is how excited people were. And what happens is it doesn't mean the internet's not real. It doesn't mean that the internet's not going to change your life and how you do everything. But what it means is that 99% of the companies that have listed on the exchange are going to go to zero because they're not functional businesses, and they're not able to sustain through a reallocation of capital, right? To where the smart hands of capital regain control of the market. That's what's coming in the crypto space. It'll be part of our life, but if you're speculating in these tertiary coins, it's big trouble. And people are going to learn this the hard way. And these types of things always happen around market adjustments. The dot-com financialization in the 2000s, things always, it's a new innovation that always drives this speculative rally, and then you have a readjustment. But the point is that in my book, I talk about we're not just trying to get rich fast. Getting rich slowly is how all the rich people that you know got rich. It's really rare that you get rich in a very short period of time and hang on to it. Most people get rich very quickly and then lose all the money because they begin spending money too fast, and then the wealth goes to their hands. People that are really wealthy realize that you build a business. I mean, we launched Vitala. This stock is up 1,200% in 4.5 years because we're buying gold royalties, and gold's going up just up a flight of stairs. Everybody's like, "Where's it go to 10,000?" Doesn't need to go to 10,000.
Right.
I mean, if it goes to 2,100, you've made more money on the gold royalties than you could even spend.
On that note, I need to get your latest forecast on gold. I know the last time people were like, "Oh, you gotta ask EB because he fell short of his forecast in 2019." I always tell people, look, it's hard to do forecasts. You're sticking your neck out. You have a very bullish call for gold. Has it changed since?
Well, what we failed to really get was how tough the correction would be after August. I mean, you ran up to 2080 all-time high, and then you ran down for 8 months, and it was really tough. I mean, we were unable to finance deals in the capital markets, and the attitude towards gold was, who wants this? It's useless. We got Dogcoin. Dogcoin is going crazy. I mean, this is what we're interested in, and the reason why I'm telling you how hard this is because it gives you an idea of what the appetite is. Okay, so you'll buy any crypto coin that you hear about. This is average people, not you, of course, but you'll buy anything you even hear about from your friend. But then you have a gold, a real gold holding your hand. We don't want that. So it shows you that the sentiment is ready to shift. And I think we saw that in the end of March. This was just below 1,700. Gold double bottomed out. It's up at 1,900 now. It's ready to go. We'll take out the 2080 high this year, and then we'll run past that. So let's say 2250 this year. But what's crazier is silver. So silver really did not go down since the August high. I mean, it's less than $1 off its August high. And so silver's ready to go to 50. And that's a trade nobody sees coming. And if you watch the chart, though, you see that it's steady moving up. It's really going to surprise people.
You know what's interesting? Even in the past, we always spoke about the summer doldrums, but I have a feeling I don't think we'll be seeing summer doldrums.
2019 was not summer doldrum. It kicked into gear in June, if you remember, and it ran. And last year, the same thing, June, July, early August, it ran. So, I mean, the supply's tight there. There's a lot of things changing, and nobody cares. So if you want to look for things that people have lost interest in. If you go to a party, Jim Grant used to say, you go to a party and tell about your stock, and everyone says it's the dumbest idea they ever heard, you're probably going to make money because nobody's involved in it yet. And so if you go there and you're the most popular guy in the room, it means everybody has become convinced that this is a good thing to do with money. And that's usually when you run out of runway for a trade. And so you ask yourself, you ask 10 people, what do you like better, crypto or gold? And nobody's going to say gold. Nobody. So nobody. And so, but people that are savvy, that have built wealth, they're going to tell you probably a good time to have a little bit of that. Just a little bit will do.
Except you and Frank Juster probably, but
Frank and I have a little bit of a different definition of what a little bit is, but I think that's okay because we realize that the real money is in building a business around a rising gold price. That's where you make serious money.
Moral of the story here for you then, EB, just to go back to our original point, if you want privacy, for you, the only solution are the precious metals like gold, like silver?
Analog wealth. Do this. Leave your phone at home one day and watch how much fun you have. You're not going to miss anything, and nobody's going to be tracking you. So it's the same goes with your wealth. Gold is analog wealth. Get a little bit of it. Nobody knows where it is. Put it in a safe deposit box, and if the worst happens, you'll have it.
Well, happy Mighty Monday, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey there, Dr. David. How are you doing?
I'm over here in what's that place? Dubai.
Dubai? Already?
I'm chilling out.
I hear you. Hey guys, it's just good to be here. Happy Monday to you, and I hope you guys are all as excited. Starting off a new week here, and it first started with an incredible weekend and lots of training, great information. I hope you were on last night, that's for sure. But let's get it kicked off here, and we want to certainly welcome any guests that we may have or any brand new members just kicking this week off with us. I'm Dr. Rhonda Hollins. That's my husband, Dr. David there, and we're just, proud to be wealth builders, number one. But also in a space today where financial education, financial literacy, and just simply paying attention to what's going on in the world is the thing, right? The thing for everybody. It should be to know what's going on around you, your surroundings. And can't wait to talk a little bit about that video clip. Matter of fact, both of them in just a little bit here. But let's get going. Let's get moving here on these power calls that we have for our guests. It's an opportunity for the family of wealth builders to connect. And so for us to know just exactly who's here with us, we're going to ask you to put your name in the chat so that my moderator family and I can just shout you out and welcome you here, and certainly all of the Wealth Builders family that's with us this morning. So let's kick it off. Let's go, guys. Who do we have?
Rockman. I see Mr. Melvin Downey here.
In the house.
Lord Jackson
Mr. Jones Jr. in the building.
And Washington.
In the house.
Megan in the house.
Hello.
Anita Brown's in the house.
Anita
Hunter in
Need
the
Hunter
house.
in the house. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's right. It's got Miss Sherry Brown. She's in the house.
Mark in the house.
Grayling
Dr.
Craig,
Robert Hill.
Cloud Ali.
Iwan Pines in
I
the
see
building.
Kansu is in the
There
house.
you
Jay
go.
Brown
The
in the
Taylor
house.
gang is here too.
Yes,
Oh,
those two
my
doctors.
goodness.
Let's go.
Doctors in the building. Let's
Yes,
go.
indeed. Let's go, family.
Uh-oh.
Let's go. We're so excited to be here and getting another week here kicked off. I tell you, it's amazing. It really is amazing. And for those new ones that are with us, we need you to know what we do, what we're about. And we're here to provide individuals worldwide with tools that they need that are required to enhance their lives, achieve those dreams, and build massive wealth. We are salespeople. We're a sales team. We do not sell products, goods, or services, but we sell people on the infinite possibilities of their lives and the power of their dreams. We sell people on never giving up, and we know that this is a noble cause. So we're just proud to be wealth builders in a time where people are looking for and wishing they had some other opportunities. We have it right here. So let's jump into that power call, that pre-call part that you saw, just like I did. Started out talking about the race towards central banks launching cryptocurrency, their own cryptocurrency. So again, Dr. David, we talk about how the news is not informing us about all this stuff, right?
I kind of wrote something down here. The news keep us distracted. It's about the COVID, the virus is here, but it's really all about the banking system. That's what's going on. So, Dr. Ron, that's one thing I got. I got 6 points I really want to make here this morning. But, sometimes I feel like that sunflower, just trying to get over the line. But the problem with me, I'm not ever giving up. So I know some other people like that, too. That was a great analogy with that sunflower. But I want to go back. I want to take everybody back a minute. Even though I'm at the beach over here kind of chilling out, I want to talk about the report of the market. Bitcoin, here we go. This is that stock plan I always say. Bitcoin, 26,117. All right, I'm looking at the U.S. debt clock. There it is, 28,377,377 and climbing. Gold, 1894. G999 rising, 0.00067. Well, it dropped a little bit, 6.1, but it's up there. Ethereum, 22,820. Oh, look at this guy. This Dow Jones is still up there, 34,756. So I got so much stuff to talk about, Dr. Ron, but I want to address 6 points from that video that you talked about. And I know you got a lot of stuff to add, and everybody else do too, but here's what I want to start talking about. In that video, it's what I caught. I was talking about the market. People will lose their wealth due to a lack of financial literacy. There's going to be a lot of people hit some big money. The industry is going to change, going to shift. People wealth going to be just like hitting the lottery. But due to the lack of financial literacy, people going to lose their wealth. And also, people will lose their 2FA. They're going to lose their privacy. Just like what happened to Bitcoin. People can't find their keys. Well, guess what? A lot of people are not going to be able to find their keys or the 2FAs to this new currency. Here's another one. Central banks and the Federal Reserve, CBDC. 65% of the banks out there are already into it. And by the time you hear about it on the news, it's too late. I hope you guys caught that because they're going to force you into this new digital currency. Here's my last. I got one more, Doc, a couple more. This one here. Banks are thinking, when they start thinking about it, they're not just thinking about it, ladies and gentlemen. They're already on top of it. And here's my last one, Dr. Rudd. I'm going to turn it back to you. I hear a lot of people share that video that we just shared, and I heard a lot of people talk about it, but they wasn't getting all the points of the video. The main point of the video was, ladies and gentlemen, talking about gold. It's talking about analog wealth. It's talking about building wealth over time. But here it is, taxes. Yep, you got it. People say, well, if I make money with this crypto, are they going to send me a 1099? I'm going to get a W-2 and to file on my business. They have no clue about what we're talking about. Most people don't know what a business is. And they think because they get wealthy in this crypto, well, they're going to send me a 1099 to file my taxes. I'm so dumb. Dr. Ron, back to you. I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm going to wait for you now.
But you know what? It's an educational process. And that's how we have to look at it. I was just thinking, even about his book, not that we're promoting his book or anything, but he said his book is really not about gold.
Yes.
It's about wealth and how to navigate when things are changing rapidly. And he said that, and that's what's going on right now. So even though things are happening rapidly, even in our wealth builders world, we know we've got GS partners and all the things that's happening there. There's a lot of change that you should not be overwhelmed with, and have some patience.
Yes.
That's right, and have some patience with it, because we don't get rich overnight. Mention that. But he's just saying that we have to learn how to navigate through all of this. And that's what I thought was really good about the whole point. That's right. So it's just to know that things are happening, the banks are doing things, and like he said, not thinking about it, they're already acting. And they already have things in place that they're just going to roll out and lay out to us whenever they choose. So the question is, what are you doing? And the analogy of that daisy or whatever it was over there, the flower, it was like he looked around and a lot of his friends didn't want to go with him, or didn't have the energy to go with him.
Don't you feel like that sometimes?
Sometimes. That's where those no's kick in. But we have an awesome gentleman that tells us that if the dream is big enough, the facts don't matter. He had to run across that hot cement. He had to pull and uproot himself, right? Or herself, to get over there. And what we thought was the end, joy comes in the morning, right? A whole nother day came, and the blessing was right there waiting for him, and he wasn't by him or herself.
That offspring as well.
Yes. That the dream has got to be big enough.
Generational wealth. What I like about that.
That's right. So if you can see it, right? That's what we talk about. We got to see it before we see it.
See it before you see it, and believe it.
Saw him or herself all the way over there where the grass was greener, right? All you got to do is see it first, and then take a couple of steps, and before you know it, it's there. So the whole thing is motivating. It's encouraging to know that you can do it. And that's the message bigger than anything we want people to see. Whatever the obstacles are, just know that you can do it, and you got to keep pressing toward that mark. And that's what the Wealth Builders family is all about, especially for you that are new and looking for a family, looking for an organization to connect with. Couldn't be a better place on the planet.
Dr. Ron, I want to say one last thing. Who you hang around is a key, ladies and gentlemen. And you might say they won't influence me. Oh, yes, they will. If you hang around with a crowd of people that smoke, you're going to eventually smoke.
Yep. And I was just thinking also about the new term. We got CBD, we got CBD this, we got CBDC. How about that? This is the one.
Digital currency.
There you go. But, it's just fun to know that we're all progressing, and that, we have a purpose. And our purpose, thanks to Mr. Joseph Haidt, is all on a whole nother level. So for one thing, if you haven't been dreaming big enough, you better get your dream on now, because Mr. Joseph Haidt doesn't play, right?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't play. And speaking of others that don't play, we have the honor and the privilege to be connected to Mr. Michael and Mrs. Monisha Dalco. And I tell you, for those individuals that are meeting or seeing this face for the first time, these are individuals that came out of corporate America and decided they can do what they did for themselves and their family, and did that perfectly to the point where they are leading people all over the world. They are also GS partners, leadership council members, and just, proud wealth builders, leaders here that are setting the pace for everybody to win. Yes. And when you can connect yourself with individuals like that, boy, I tell you, you can't do anything but win.
We're hanging around with them, Dr. Ron. We're going to hang with that crowd.
There you go. That's right. What crowd are you hanging with? So with that, I'd like to introduce to some, and just for the rest of the family to be able to say hello this morning. Mr. Michael Dalco, you have the floor.
Good morning, Dr. Randall, Dr. David. Great to see you guys.
Good
Thank
morning.
you again for having me. Cameron, Dr. David, I'm super jealous of that beach. I will come and join you. Just text me. Don't tell anybody else. but you just text me and we'll hang out in the man cave and have a good time on that beach. And that's actually a self-fulfilling prophecy because we're going to be hanging out with the Hollands on the man-made beaches of Dubai in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that. So much I want to say about that pre-call, so I'm just going to limit it to one thing, the one that jumped out to me the most. Because I was getting a little concerned on the pre-call. I was like, well, what's the solution? You know, gold this, is it going up, is it going down? It's speculative. How about Bitcoin? Everything's all over the place. And the words of Kevin Thompson hit my mind. He said, Coach, the real asset that we all need to acquire is to build a business. That's it right there. To build a business. I just got an email. Let me see. Somebody just hit Blackstar, and I missed it. I didn't get this. Wait, there it is. Well, let me give this congratulations since it just happened. Blackstar was achieved by, who is it? I can't read. I can't read and walk. Okay, so while I'm trying to find this, I also want to celebrate Mr. Al Murray, and he just hit executive. And what is this? Well, how many days is this? 6?
Wow. Today's the 7th.
Oh, wait a minute. That's me. I hit Blackstar. Okay.
Whoa!
I don't even celebrate myself. That's goofy. All right.
No, it isn't.
I thought it was saying somebody on the team hit Blackstar. I don't like to celebrate myself. But let me tell you, it's so funny now. I've created myself a new narrative. I don't really get into the personal recognition anymore. Mr. Best maybe can talk about this. He can put me on the spot. I get more excited when someone on the team hits a rank. I don't really get excited when I hit it. And there's a few things in that. Maybe I expect to do it. My mind is geared where I kind of know I'll be Blackstar Supreme by the end of the month, and I really hope to be at Crown. Mr. Best has been working on me for not saying hope to be, but I think I can do it. I'm working on my belief. But absolutely, I mean, I'll be sitting at Global at the end of the month of Blackstar Supreme. It's just a given. I get more excited when I see people on the team hitting their ranks because I know that belief is rising. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my word for the day. The asset you need to build is your business. Let me say one last thing about that beautiful Daisy example. So I did something very wrong. As you can see, I'm on my treadmill, and I'm late to the treadmill this morning. I really tried to get on here a little bit earlier. I did something totally wrong, Dr. Rhonda. I woke up solving problems. As soon as I woke up, I was lying there. I typically meditate, especially if Monisha's still asleep and there's nobody to talk to. I just lay there and I meditate, and I'm grateful, and I give thanks, and I pray, and I design my day, and I think about what I want my future to look like. And then I'll watch something on YouTube, something motivational, because I don't quite yet have the energy to read, so I'll meditate. And instead of doing that, when I turned on my phone, I went straight to my email. And in my email, I was at Daisy in a field with no sprinklers, and all the daisies around me were dying. And it went from, to tell you the truth, it went from that email to a text that was struggling, somebody going through something. And it went from that to several telegrams of people that were going through stuff and didn't understand this, and why would the company do this? And I found myself inundated with daisies that were dying in the sun. And I could see you guys, all the well builders. I saw y'all over in the other field with nice sprinklers, and Mr. Best was blasting words of water all over you. And I said, I need to go over there. Boy, don't start your day with problem solving. Start your day with gratitude, prayer, meditation, exercise, diet, and then reading, motivation, the power call, and get into solving the problems later in the day. And this is what will happen. When you get in, Mr. Best taught me this too. When you get into solving the problems later in the day, they're probably not going to even be there. Many of them will solve themselves. Many of them, when people figure out a solution, don't go into problem solving mode in the morning. So I'm a little off topic there, I think, but I think you're getting the point. Love you guys. Back to you, Dr. Randall, Dr. Davis.
We love you, sir, too, and not off point. That's the facts. That's right. That is the facts. And, I have a little problem solving to solve this afternoon myself, and I didn't start my morning off. So thank you for that reminder, because I said, you know what? see me, call me after 12 Central. That's how that started for me. But amen to that. You know, you get up and you're just grateful and you have your meditation and ask God to direct your path. And he does just that. And that's what I started my morning off with as well this morning. So thank you for saying that and sharing that. And congratulations to you. We are celebrating you over in the chat as well, because yes, it is about the team winning and belief going up. But Mr. Delco, I tell you what, like they say, when you help enough others, you get your blessings too. So we see you as ambassador, and we're all going to be pushing to make sure we do our part so that we can celebrate you at that point too. Crown ambassador.
Crown. That's right, crown.
That's it. So thank you, sir, for that. And we love you and Monisha and look forward to seeing you as well. And speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, our guest that's on here, you might be wondering, well, how did wealth builders come together? You know, where did they come from? Who are these people? Well, it was the brainstorm, the brainchild, if you will, of this gentleman here, Mr. Ty Best, who encouraged all of us to dream bigger than what we were dreaming, because our dreams were what the man-made plan was for us. Get a job, you know, get an education, get a job, and then get out there and work, and your dreams had to match your paycheck at that time. But when we met this gentleman and he said, dream bigger than that, you know, see the things that you want that you don't have in your hand or your possession right now, and then went on and wrote a book about it, the Dream Chaser Manifesto. That says it all right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's in writing. So if you read it and you read it and you read it again, I tell you what, your dreams will definitely get bigger. So with that, we are honored. Yes.
Before you go on there, I just want to mention something. You know, I've been in the financial services industry for many, many, many years. And I was with a company called HBW. That stands for Helping Build Wealth. And we had an honorary chairman there named Coach Raymond Barry. Coach Barry is a guy that taught me so much in life. And he always told me this, Dr. Holly, he said, whatever you do, don't do just the right thing, but the most right thing. So, you know, we decided to build a school here in Houston, financial literacy school, and guess who our honorary chairman and coach is? Take a guess.
All right. And with that, none other than Mr. Ty Best. Good morning, sir, and welcome to the platform.
Good morning, Dr. Rhonda Hollis, Dr. David Hollis, man, you guys are magnificent, incredible call this morning. And it was a great message. And like Mr. Delco, every time a message is finished, folks, I'm always trying to look for that takeaway. And the takeaway for me, once again, was go build a business. And we have such a unique business in the sense that we combine networking and cryptocurrency. That's a unique combination. That combination is like nitroglycerin. That's why we have such tremendous growth and things that are happening. So I want to be brief this morning. I want to comment on that. Number two, I want to say, look, yes, we've all got to dream big. We got this incredible program in our hands, and we need to take advantage of it. We had an incredible training session all this weekend and last night. And the takeaway from last night was go fill your node. Go get your community node filled out as fast as you possibly can, because it's happening fast. And I just believe they're all going to be gone probably in the next 2 weeks. I could be wrong, but I remember how fast in the past they've disappeared, especially the ones they got under 500. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Michael and Monisha Dalco, by the way. They're a brand new international executives. Did that in about 5 days into the month. I mean, I know when you talk about recognition, I don't like to recognize myself either, or Mr. Delco, but we have to recognize ourselves just to let people understand that it is happening, that we're doing what we're encouraging you to do, that we're still in the hunt, we're still doing it. We're not laying on the beach somewhere, just chilling. We're out sharing this thing with people because it is so much bigger than money. The money will come as a result of the service. We service, educate, and encourage people in what we're doing, let them understand the power of what we're doing. Believe me, the money will chase you down the street. And like Crypto Steve said last night, no one is doing what we're doing. I love these guys who are doing the videos, Dr. Rhonda, and I understand. They just don't know about GS Partners. They don't know about Wealth Business Worldwide. They don't know what we're doing. They out there playing Dogecoin and XRP and all, that's great. but they're understanding we have our own exchange. We have our own blockchain. We have our own coin backed by a community already of 100,000 people. We're not waiting for the marketplace to dictate. And wait a minute, and our coin was not created by some guy in an apartment on the other side of town. Our coin was created by a multi-billionaire in Europe, and our corporate headquarters in Dubai. Give me a break. Okay, we know where the coin's going. That's why we can't sleep. That's why we're flat out excited about it. So anyway, with all that in mind, I also want to give a shout out to Mr. Nate Hines for getting regional director and Blockstar done. I've been going to 6 days, well, I guess 7 days into the month. Man, this team called Welcome to Worldwide, you guys are special. All the GS Potters is incredible special, but I got to keep picking out on Welcome to Worldwide because I believe we're bringing something unique flavor to the community. Okay? And we're just getting started. Okay? Hey, and I like the fact we have people on our team who've done everything from a $400,000 villa. You understand? That's our partner. Steve, Crypto Steve, that's our partner that walked away with a $400,000 villa for free. I've been in this for 38 years. I haven't seen a company do that ever. I don't care how long the company's been in business. I've never seen them do it. We have companies done that in 6 months. Give a $1 million villa, a $400,000 villa, 3 cars worth $200,000. Okay, and I got to walk around disappointed with $50,000 of gold and silver and platinum. Anyway, God bless you. Back to you, Dr. Roger Hollis. Dream big, folks, and don't let anyone steal your dream.
Bless your heart, Mr. Best. Mr. Best, you need anything, man? You okay? You need that
I'm gonna be all right, man. I'm gonna be all right. I give you some skip and some grape jelly.
And you can call the concierge, sir, too, right?
Of course, I can call concierge. Get a little help if I need something. Hey, got my GS Lifestyle card in my wallet. Man, please, got me some gold. Hey, look, he talking about gold. Hey, some of us, we already got some gold. I got some gold. I still got some gold from my past experience. Okay, I got gold. And got some more. Ooh, got some more gold coming too. Man, woo, got some diamonds coming too. Got some silver coming too. I didn't even sign up for that. I signed up to get some coin. Man, please. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
And look,
we got it all.
Hey, Dr. Ron, and we got a $10.5 million incentive coming. We don't know what's going to be there. I'm telling you right now, folks. All I can say to you is you're going to wish you have gotten more coin, because I believe that coin going to go, as Mr. Depp said, it's going to go hockey stick on us. We're going to sit there and we're going to blink. And I don't know what the trigger point is. I believe it's going to be sometime after the 26th. It could be before. But I mean, sometime after the 26th, we're going to blink, we're going to go to sleep, and wake up and go, what just happened?
Mr. Best, listen, it already did it once. Dr. Hollins, it went hockey stick from 0.003 to 0.006. It doubled. It 2x in a week. See, what happens is that old frog in the pot boiling syndrome. It's gradual. But your money doubled since last Sunday. Everybody's did. The haters too. Y'all too. Yeah, y'all haters, the ones that y'all talk about the coin. If you were holding it because you bitter, your money doubled even while you were mad. It doubled. And it could do it again. It could break out again today, anytime. It could do it again. It's speculative. Nobody has a crystal ball. People were saying, why won't the coin go up? Why is it still at 0.0025? And now they're real quiet. Notice they're not as vociferous when the coin goes up. Stop living on that edge and go build your business. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And plug in so that they know what's going on, right?
And you're not going to get a W-2 or 1099.
Boy, I'm telling you, that's right. Rains on the just and unjust.
You really notice that little incremental growth under a penny when you got yourself 1 million, 2 million, 3 million coins. Now you feel it. Or when you go back there and you say, dog, if I had just got that community note last week, I could have got it for $5 grand. Now it's going to cost me 7. Now it's going to cost me 6. Okay? And you think about all the coin I do is go to a penny, go to 2 pennies. That same community note you could have got for a little under $5,000 last week. Now it's going to cost you 10 grand. Hesitation in this business will cost you a fortune. Hey, anyway. Hey, but you or me now by choice. Hey, God bless. Out.
Ooh. And I like having those choices. Thank God. The rest of them, I can't say about that, but I like those choices. Thank you, Mr. Best. Appreciate you very, very much. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to hear from our leaders now, and you know what to do. And just raise your hand. We want to give a shout out to you guys and give you an opportunity to celebrate team members as well. And before that happens, while I'm getting to that part, we got one of our millennials on. I tell you, Mr. Matthew Taylor, the man on fire. Sir, are you there? You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Look, I love this call. I mean, this, just talking about where things are going and where we are. Like, I was talking with the business partner and we was like, you do realize, like, when, especially with this J1 opportunity, you now have international real estate. Like, if you think about that, when you having the conversation, I have a little, international real estate overseas in Dubai, just a little something. So just think about that, guys. Just think about what you got your hands on. I'm sorry, I'm getting fired up. Anyway, I want to go ahead and congratulate Miss Amy Lewis. She had a lady named Miss Faye Williams go ahead and get her BAM and then a couple of drops, hit a layup. So excited about that. And guys, that was a dandelion. That flower was a dandelion. We always call ourselves lions, and that's a keystone flower that does some amazing things. And if we never go through that process of sacrificing, pulling ourselves up out of the wrong soil where we can't grow to reach the other side, it's going to cost us a little something. But if we don't do it, our legacy and our generation dies. Versus us going through that process, even if we don't feel like we've made it, our legacy makes it. Back to you.
Wow.
Well said from the gardener himself. Thank you, sir.
That's who you hang around with. That's what he said. You got to get out of that old dirt.
That's it.
Yeah, I got to sneak in one more time before we get frustrated if I don't take care of this properly. I also got to give a big shout out to, and he's not going to fuss with Mr. Darrell Cotton. This man said, I'm going to complete my node. And how Mr. Depp will talk about those letters we get all the time. I mean, it's like, I feel like every hour I'm getting a letter. He just got a 99 or 299 or 99, 299, 99, 299. Same thing with Brother Eric Tree Muhammad. It's like almost on the hour, every 2 hours, he's dropping another drop. They filling that node like crazy. Okay. I said, man, these folks are on fire who see this thing. When they get it, they get it. And, Darrell, he's new to network, this industry. But he made I'm going to finish up my master node, get that thing done. And so congrats to those folks. And congrats to all those folks. I'm leaving out. I know I'm leaving out a bunch of folks. I apologize to you. I know folks are on fire. What's going on with Dr. Patrice's team, Randy Love's team, what Mr. Roland Robinson's doing up there, and the same thing with Don Chris, the whole team. There's a lot of folks doing a lot of things. I'm trying my best to keep up with the folks. That's why we say go on Facebook and recognize yourself, okay? Because there's a lot happening here, and we're still just getting started. We haven't exploded yet, but we're about to. So don't hesitate to recognize yourself. No one's trying to forget you, but you recognize yourself because your team needs to see you are doing it. Okay, they need to see you are doing it too. God bless. Back to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. We have, let's see, another from one of our moderators, Mr. Kansu. You are live.
Hey, golden morning, those two doctors. Wow, once again, y'all drove it on home. This is just truly, truly amazing. And y'all got my mind going today. I had a strategy to go out and recruit. I'm doing a new strategy. Y'all got me back to the drawing board a little bit, as of to say, but thank you so much for all that you do. You make a wonderful, wonderful contribution to this team and this community. I want to give a big shout out to Danny James and his wife, Tracy James. They both knocked out Blockstar already, which I think is pretty phenomenal. And then Danny went ahead and he wants to make sure he got his feet in both pools, so he knocked out the record too. They're the first ones on the team to do that. So I just want to tell them, great job, great job. His whole team is on fire. Just everybody. I couldn't have a better team. I love y'all. WB4L.
We love you, Brother Kansu. Thank you. Congratulations to your team.
Hey, Dr. Rhonda. I got to speak in here at a time. You know, I think I've been writing on these receipts. I got a tip also when you go out to a restaurant, put in that hashtag G99 Rising as a stock tip.
There you go. There you go. Getting the word out.
I do want to recognize Mr. Lance Cleveland, got him another community note, and I just finished up on my community note as well. Just want to throw that in there. I guess I got to recognize myself. So
I'll do it for you.
Okay.
Dr. David has his community node. Yes. That's right. Building the family wealth. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, it's exciting. It's exciting. All right. So next we have, let's see here, Pearl Foster. You are live and welcome to the platform. Let's go. Pearl Foster. Have to unmute yourself. One more time. Can you go? Can you do it? All right. See if you can jump back in the queue, okay? Saida Jenkins, you're live. Welcome.
Good morning, Dr. Rhonda David Hollins.
Good
and all
morning.
of us worldwide.
good morning.
I didn't mean to touch the hand, but because I'm at the job, I'm working, but I'll make this quick. I'm just excited and happy to be a part of World Focus Worldwide. The training last night was excellent with Mike Johnson and Crypto Steve. And I just wanted to lend my ear to the call and stay out. And I feel 2 community nodes, and I'm just going to keep on going. I'm not at where I want to be, but I'm keeping the dream alive.
You got it, sis.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Congratulations to you. See, it was meant for you to get in. What'd she say? Not where I want to be yet, but I got 2 nodes, huh? Did y'all hear that one? Congratulations, sis. All right. Next, we have Charlene Crosby. Welcome to the platform. You're live.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Doctors Hollins.
Good morning.
I just want to say I'm excited about being a part of this movement. I'm excited because being on the power call this morning has really inspired me to dream bigger. I'm excited because I was one of the winners for the Dream Incentive. And hey, I never been in this capacity before. And so, hey, I'm looking forward to the next Dream Incentive. I want to give it up to Evangelist Hattie Hall, who is my leader, and Jonah Stout, also to Randy Love and to Ty Best. Man, my prayers is for Ty Best. He get well. I think he's just about well because he definitely has shared that excitement to us already. And also to Mike and Manisha Delco. Hey, congratulations to you, and congratulations to all the winners. We're just going to keep pressing, and let's go, everybody. Let's get this done. Let's get it done. And I just want to say,
That's it.
hang in there, everybody. And I just want to say, ooh.
Ooh. Thank you so much. You're right, sis. Let's run. All right. Minister of Fun, we see what you're doing. You're live.
There you go.
Those 2 doctors, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, sir. We got you.
Oh, man. Okay, so I'm going to have to be the voice. I like the part-time. I'm going to be the part-timer's voice, and we can track what's going on. Part-time, loving everything we're doing. If anybody does have a good video for the new stuff, but I know I'm back there, it's a little bit confusing about the USD and the J1 and the burning the coin I don't want to hit the wrong button. I want to make sure I'm ready for Dubai. So if anybody's got a good video, that instructions, if they throw it in the chat, I greatly appreciate it. Also, hats off to my wife. I'm so excited about what's going on in our household. I told you guys last month, 12 times her income because of this lovely industry, God's plan, people helping people. That is what network marketing is about. Well, it's been a month now, 16 times her monthly income. We are going to create at least 200 millionaires on the Fellow Millionaires team by June 2023. Fellow Millionaires, I see everything y'all doing. Oh my God. The rest of the field, all the leadership, all of the moderators. Ow, ow, ow.
I
So
see.
let me jump in real quick and just sort of clean up one little bitty piece. So don't put a video in the chat room. Just I want to say that real quick because here's and Brother Window, just get with Mr. Best and we'll find it that way. But don't put a video in the chat room because this is one of the things that's challenging in our industry is we got guns firing off in all directions and we've got a million different opinions and everybody's going to put a different video in the chat room. So I'm going to discourage that. And then I want to say one more thing is, and I tried to stress this point last night, keep it sort of simple, okay? Get your community nodes, and for the people that are striving for higher knowledge and things to do, get with your upline and work in close quarters, but don't make the complicated stuff the basic strategy. The basic strategy is get a package, get at least $1,000 of coins, get your GS lifestyle card, teach at least 3 people to do that or more, and just keep duplicating that over and over again. As you're doing that simple process, then start filling your node, getting your DeFi, doing your staking, learning the J1. Don't supplant the duplicatable system for the more complicated things. We do have a very complicated program in parts of it. Utilize the simple part to get money as an issue out of the way and earn while you learn. Keep learning the new stuff, but let's not share videos and things like that. Let's try to stay together as a group. And then the last thing is this. 16 times, guys, I hope you heard it. 16 times your income in your part-time. When I was working on my job, I didn't even get to 2 times. I got to 1-time income and I went full-time. If you can get to 16 times your income part-time, you become a billionaire full-time. All right, y'all, make sure you know what you got in your hands here. So back to you, Dr. Holmes.
Appreciate that. Clean up.
Sir.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Dr.
Yes, sir. I tell you, that is something, because it's almost like when new people come to the platform, we don't want them to come and expect them to be running a marathon and they haven't even gotten started yet. So in perspective and do what you do. Thank you, Mr. Dalco, for reinforcing that. All right, next we have Malta. Is that you? Is that you? You're live.
Can you hear me?
Yes, it's you. We got you.
Brief. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Dalco, for what you just said. I heard what he just said. Let's keep it simple. We are filled up our nose, like Mr. Best said. Everything that Mike Johnson gave us last night was awesome. That's exactly what we want to be sticking on, making the main thing the main thing. Always keep the main thing the main thing, y'all. Listen, we only have 17 days before we launch. I ain't got a lot of time. Love you. Back over to you. Out.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. There you go. That's the example right there. Jump in, give a shout, and jump off. I tell you, appreciate you. Mr. Ashar L., you are live, sir. Welcome.
Is that the go, man?
That's the go, man. Yeah, that's me. What's going on, two doctors? Look, I get old, I want to be like y'all.
All right.
Yo, this is amazing because, the opportunity we got right here is it's not matched. Nobody can top what we got, y'all, and it's because we got us here. So shout out to Shelly Mickles. Shout out to my brother, let me pronounce his name correctly, Muhammadu Buff is his last name. There you go. Muhammadu Buff. He just got his premiere package last night. Shelly Mickles got her premiere package. Lauren Jones is working on her premiere package right now. So that's 3 premiere packages. So y'all already know what that means. That boy just got 1,000 LP points. Let's go. Hey, shout out to the team. Martha just smashed the button too. Shout out to her. Matt. Hey, we just taking over for the 99 to the 2000. Everybody win. Let's go. Hey, last night we were Friday. I got an island to build. I'm out of here.
There you go. Can't wait to fly over to that island and see. Tiani, you are live, sis. Welcome to the platform.
Greetings. I'm fixing. Hang on, please. Sorry. Okay, is that better?
All right, a little bit better. We got you. Go ahead.
Okay, excellent. Baby. What you say, baby?
Oh.
Okay.
Come on with it. Oh.
All right, here we come with it. I came across some thoughts in my head that allowed me to reflect on what a magnificent organization WBW is. And for those new callers on the call, if I could just share what WBW Power Call has done for me, it's enabled me to self-develop. It's enabled me to have strong concepts, build on those strong concepts, and then know a little bit more about what I've got my hands on, which is a bag full of fun. And Miss Malta, love, miss, and need you, darling. Never, ever go away. Ooh.
Ooh. Thank you for chiming in this morning. All right, next we have, let's keep it moving, Miss Debbie Shaw. You are live. Welcome. Miss Debbie Shaw. Might have to unmute yourself. All right, Miss Debbie, we'll have to have you come back, my dear, okay? All right, Miss Mary Bush, you are live. Welcome to the platform.
Good morning, Dr. Hollins. This is Mary Bush, La Mesa, California. What an awesome pre-call this morning. I bring greetings to Mr. Best, Mr. and Mrs. Dacko, and their extended families. Our WBW Partners family, including our executive teams, wonderful presenters, my sponsor Rick Smith, and trainer Noreen Towers. I thank Almighty God for another amazing day of life for each and every one of us. Just lending my voice to the call. I won first place in the Memorial Weekend Market Outdoor Smash-a-thon. I was inspired. I got moved on and I smashed the button 3 more times. I'm working on my community node. Hallelujah. I'm growing. Congratulations to all that got awards. I'm wishing you all a blessed and prosperous and awesome day. Let's go get more coins and get more people to join our wonderful family and win. Love you all. Ow. And back to you.
Yes, ma'am. Congratulations to you, ma'am, and thank you for chiming in. That's it. It's about growth and your next step. Appreciate you. All right. Miss Deborah Nixon. Is that you, sis? You're live.
Dr. Hollins, you know it's me. Y'all can't escape me on Monday. Come on now. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have y'all here on Monday. You fire us up and get our week started. Much love, amazing pre-call. Wow. I got to tell you, our team is on fire. Christopher Voorhees, I got to tell you, this man is evolving. He is really, really learning how to go with the leadership. And I have something to tell Mr. Dalco. Mr. Dalco, you have stopped me from sleeping now. Because last week you said something very profound that hit my heart. You said, when greatness appears, that's when you'll be ready to go. When your greatness appears, that's when you're ready to go. So, Mr. Dalco, I was afraid to reach out to you when I needed coaching, but guess what? Be careful, because I'm going to be fired up and I'm going to be reaching out to you often because we're ready to hit Goat Mountain. And I'm climbing right now. My goats are with me. So, sir, we're on our way to you. Have an amazing day, everybody. Let's go.
Let's go. Yes, indeed. We'll have to hear that one again. All right, Miss Deb. Okay, Roderick Joe, you're live. Welcome to the platform.
Peace and blessings, Doctors David and Rhonda Hollins. Welcome to the Worldwide Family. This is Roderick Joe calling out of Arlington, Texas. Plugged in, and my voice is amazing caller, so get it.
Ooh, yes, sir. Thank you. All right, Rico Flynn, you're live. Welcome to the platform. See if we can keep it moving here. Rico, you are live. Have to unmute. All righty, Mr. Rico. Next time, Mr. Eric Teray Muhammad. Yeah, that's the man smashing the button. You're live, sir. Mr. Eric, you are live.
Ready for Lucy? Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you.
Wonderful. Yep. Hashtag smash. Thank you, those two doctors, for an amazing pre-call. And it really speaks volumes to the points that Dr. Hollins laid out. Brother David, you really laid out the things that we should be concerned over, but concerned from that proof positive point that we're in the right space ahead of time. I want to take time to congratulate Sister Hortensia X for acquiring her BAM package, Sister Barbara Muhammad also getting her BAM package, and the fellow smashers, Caroline Brown, Keith Hollins Muhammad, Denise Renee Muhammad, Vernon Muhammad, Argentina Ramirez, Amar Berry, Yvonne Busy Bird, Blossoming Universal, Amin Hassan, Abdul Rahman, Vincent Muhammad, Veronica Burrows, Nikki Knox, Duncan X, all smashing that button. Oh, Francis Phillips, we're getting another one of them there, community nodes. And I want to take time to thank in deep appreciation for everybody that presented last night. I just have this biasness over Mike Johnson. What that man laid down and what he's done for us and what he continues to do for the community, it's really unparalleled. And I just want to thank you for your stewardship, your kindness, your generosity. We're not even in the same pay line, but we all see each other in the sweet by and by in that pool, right? I just want to thank you for all you do for Team Believe and Wealth Builders Worldwide. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And that was amazing, Mr. Johnson. Certainly appreciate everything that you did, laying it out. Mr. Mark Hammonds, you are live. Welcome.
Greetings to Ron and Dr. Hollis. How are you guys this morning?
Wonderful, sir.
Awesome. Real quick, I just want to give a quick shout out and congratulations to, on behalf of Corbin Gasson, Obama Marshall. Keep smashing that button. He just a real young guy, just real excited. And just smashing that button like crazy. Erin Muhammad, she's smashing like crazy too. And also Corbin Gaskin. Everybody, man, these guys are just smashing. They get it. And I just love this team. I love our leadership. I love everybody. This is an awesome company. Like I said before, let everybody know what we have because we have what they want. WB forever. I love you guys. I'm out.
Love you too. Thank you so much and congratulations. All right, looks like we can get just a few more in here. Sharon and Ronald Vicks, you are live. Welcome.
Good morning to those two doctors. What an awesome pre-call. I'm going to start calling this call the Educational Monday Power Call because we always learning something new about the economy and what the banking system is doing. And for that, I thank you guys. Shout out to Mr. Belco and Misha Belco and Mr. Best. Glad to have you back home. I just want to congratulate my brother from the same mother, Tyrone St. Cyr, on getting his BAM package, and to Royale Nelson for just constantly mashing that button toward his community node. Everyone have a golden day. And back to you.
Congratulations. I'll give one here at the very end. Let's see if we can get Valerie Walton in. Thank you, Ms. Fix, for chiming in. Valerie Walton, you're live.
Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes.
Yes. My sponsor is Burnell Stephen Robinson. And I just want to congratulate one of my members, Patricia Walton, for getting her first BAM for Tyree Shanks. It was wonderful. She was excited about it. And I just want to say,
Congratulations. And we'll let your sponsor, Mr. Barnell Stevens, join us real quick, too. How about that? Burnell,
good morning. Yes, I am. Good morning, doctors.
Good morning.
To the leaders of the platform, I thank God I was going to do it. Didn't know she was on, so she spoke it. And I'm going to say it as well. And have a blessed day.
Yes, ma'am. You too. All right. And let's see here. KH2X Soldier 19 at Gmail. You're live.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, this is Keith Hollins Muhammad calling out of Atlanta, Georgia. Fantastic pre-call, and I just wanted to say I want to congratulate myself and recognize a few people on the team. First, let me give recognition to myself for smashing that button 3 times in the last 24 hours. I want to also congratulate Brother Michael Watts for finishing his community node, and I also want to congratulate DJ Joyce for getting his BAM package and smashing that button for the 999 G99 coins. So with that, everybody keep on moving forward, and let's make it happen.
Well, thank you, family. We're going to have to cut it off right there. Thanks, everybody, for your participation.